There is a reality most men feel but rarely admit. No matter how much effort you put in, whether you try to impress her, show interest, or prove your worth, there comes a moment when something shifts. Her replies slow down, her attention fades, distance appears where connection once lived, and here's the truth most men never hear. It's usually not because you did something wrong. It's because you unknowingly violated invisible rules that govern female attraction. Rules that operate beneath logic, beneath words, and beneath conscious thought. These rules live deep inside instinct, shaped long before modern dating ever existed. They respond first to your stability, your emotional control, and the direction your life is moving in, not your compliments, charm, or effort. Many men believe that being kind, consistent, or attentive is what creates attraction. But real attraction operates at a much deeper level. Women sense energy, confidence, and emotional strength before they ever process words or gestures. Most men fail because they try to convince her through logic, attention, or excessive effort. The truth is, female attraction does not respond to explanations or persuasion. It reacts to presence, emotional discipline, and resilience. When you understand this, you stop chasing reactions and start influencing how she feels around you naturally, almost automatically. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. True influence never comes from trying to be liked. It comes from perception, timing, and silent authority. Strength is noticed without being announced. Women feel it even when they can't explain why. In this video on silent power psychology, we uncover 3 powerful truths about female nature that completely change how women see you and how you understand attraction itself. Secret 1 is the power of unseen presence. From the moment a woman becomes aware of you, she begins forming an impression instantly. This isn't a conscious decision. It happens before words, before intention, before effort. What she notices first is not your jokes, clever lines, or attempts to impress. She senses your energy, your calmness, and the emotional stability you carry. These impressions are silent, subtle, and invisible, yet they shape how she perceives you from the very beginning. Most men miss this entirely. They believe charm, compliments, or wit will compensate. They over-explain, reply too quickly, or try too hard to be memorable. Each of these behaviors, even when subtle, sends signals of insecurity and neediness. What matters most isn't what you say, but the emotional state behind your behavior. If your tone, posture, or reactions signal that you seek approval, she senses it immediately. Instinctively, she perceives a lack of composure, and attraction weakens. This is why presence outweighs words. The way you carry yourself, your posture, your breathing, and the way you occupy space communicate far more than speech. When you enter a room calmly, without rushing or seeking attention, you project independence. You signal that you exist fully in your own world and do not rely on her validation. This sparks curiosity. Humans are drawn to what they cannot fully predict, and calm confidence triggers that pull. At the center of this is emotional neutrality. This does not mean being cold or distant. It means maintaining control over your internal state, regardless of circumstances. You do not react impulsively to her behavior, her words, or subtle tests. You observe, remain grounded, and respond intentionally. Every pause, every measured response, every moment you resist overreacting reinforces emotional authority. Take messaging as an example. When replies slow, many men feel anxiety rise. They send follow-ups, explain themselves, or apologize without reason. These actions broadcast urgency and dependence, but remaining patient, continuing your life, and responding without emotional charge sends a much stronger signal. You show that you are comfortable within yourself and not dependent on external validation. That strength is felt instinctively. The same applies in conversation. Many men fear silence and rush to fill it with words. But silence, when used correctly, communicates confidence and control. Strategic pauses, calm eye contact, and deliberate speech allow your presence to dominate rather than your words. The less you perform, the more authority you project. Your body language reinforces this. Upright posture, steady breathing, relaxed facial expressions, and controlled movements signal self-assurance. Nervous gestures, rapid movements, forced smiles, or darting eyes reveal instability even if your words sound confident. Women are not consciously judging these signals. Their instincts are wired to detect emotional stability automatically. Evolution shaped this response. Stability meant safety, instability meant risk. This explains why men feel confused when attraction fades suddenly. The decision was made unconsciously, often within seconds, long before logic entered the picture. Mastery comes from practice. Training calmness, observing without reacting, speaking deliberately, and resisting the urge to overperform. Each refinement strengthens your magnetic presence. A man who understands this becomes difficult to ignore. He does not chase approval or compete for attention. His presence quietly communicates value. Women feel it, and curiosity forms naturally. By mastering this, you shift from reactive to influential. Your presence alone signals strength, stability, and confidence before words ever appear. Secret 2 is how women test emotional strength. Women instinctively assess men through subtle tests. These tests are rarely obvious. They appear as teasing remarks, playful challenges, pauses, or minor provocations. The goal is simple: to see whether a man remains steady or reacts emotionally. Most men fail without realizing it. They explain, defend, or justify themselves. Even logical explanations signal insecurity. Attraction fades not because of what was said, but because of emotional instability. Passing these tests requires composure. Emotional strength means observing before reacting and responding intentionally. Focus on 3 areas: voice, body language, and response. Speak slowly and deliberately, move calmly, keep posture open and grounded, respond concisely. Humor works well. Light reactions signal confidence. Over-explaining weakens authority. Delayed replies test patience. Panic reveals neediness. Calm continuation of life signals stability. These behaviors are rooted in evolution. Emotional steadiness indicated survival. Instability signaled danger. Women's instincts still respond to this. The goal is calm authority, not dominance, not control. Neutral expression, slow speech, grounded posture. This balance creates attraction naturally. Practice this daily. Emotional resilience becomes your baseline. Secret 3 is why women are drawn to men who are always growing. Women are attracted to forward motion. Men with direction, purpose, and momentum. From the first interaction, she senses whether you lead your life or orbit hers. Charm means nothing without direction. Hesitation lowers value instantly. Growth does not mean domination. It means purpose. Making decisions, taking initiative, leading calmly. Small actions done consistently signal progress. Passivity signals stagnation. Momentum creates magnetism. The most attractive men are not perfect. They are evolving, always learning, always expanding. This energy promises movement, meaning, and depth. Growth signals independence. A man who builds his path does not rely on validation. This balance creates attraction naturally. Even if goals are still forming, clarity matters, direction matters, forward motion matters. When you embody this, attraction stops being forced. It becomes instinctive, silent, powerful. This is the foundation taught on silent power psychology.